This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by... And you're one of the folks, Christopher, from Keene?
Yes,
right?
from Keene.
Who
yeah.
doesn't, I mean, you feel like you shouldn't have to get a permit to
No,
operate.
why? I mean, you know, this is definitely public property. I mean, I've seen other people, you know, gather around here before, and, you know, not as big of a scale, but, you know, what difference does the scale make to, you know, just getting together and, you know, we're not harming anybody, we're not getting in anybody's way or anything of that nature, so I just don't see the point in it.
What about the police argument, though? You know, sometimes there's more than one group, and they might end up having to arm wrestle each other. How are they going to resolve it if some government doesn't step in and decide which, you know, gets access when?
I'm sure both of the groups could get together and work something out. I mean, if another group showed up here, you know, I'm sure there was plenty of space, you know, we'd make way for them too, I would imagine. I mean, it's not... I believe the first Keene Freedom Fest, there was also another little get-together going on at the same time. I'm not 100%, but I think I recall that.
Wait, what are you saying?
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. I mean, it really is. I mean, the Obama protesters that get together, are they gonna, you know, are they gonna make them get permits? They always get permits?
There's Carl Patton, the man who has been in conflict with Ian Bernard of Keene. What? Carl, is that you? I don't know, we haven't met. I'm Dave Ridley from RidleyReport.com.
How are you?
I'm audio recording.
Did you make it to the Pumpkin Fest last night? No.
I was out.
Yeah?
I'm about. Yeah.
You did a good job, huh? Good job. What do you guys going on today? You had something going on.
Well, the cops came over and threatened us.
For what?
Something about no permit or something like that. Maybe it's not what I was thinking. Just some music, some gathering.
Come on. Get rid of the camera.
I'm going to decline to comply.
We're going to move the man.
Ian and Carl have had conflict over the fact that he's refusing to follow an order to remove a couch from his yard, but you guys have been getting along a little better, and probably my having the camera there was what stopped the conversation. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, government people get uncomfortable around cameras, some of them, so
yeah.
What can you do?
To his credit, he's making an effort to be a person and friendly and...
Yeah, you know, he's done his job at this point, and so he doesn't want to have any responsibility for what goes on after this point. So, you know, now it's the courts and the other processes that are going on. So now he can be all buddy-buddy.
He just loaded the train. He didn't want to drive the train.
You know. What can you do?
What did you say?
Yeah. Well, government people always say, well,
you said he's doing his job and you're doing your job.
Right. You know, I likened my meeting with him. I had a little breakfast date with him, actually, and we sat down and had a nice conversation. And I kind of likened it to the old Looney Tunes cartoons where, you know, you've got Wile E. Coyote and the sheepdog. You know, they're chasing each other around, and then they go on break, and then they have a,
they clock out.
They clock out. They have some, you know, coffee together or something like that. And so I likened it to that sort of a situation where he's doing his job as the government code enforcer, and I'm doing my job as a liberty activist, and that is, you know, coming out with the camera and getting in his face as he was leaving something on my property, something I did not want on my property. And so, you know, it's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job as a liberty activist.
That's a good way to keep
Of course, the difference being that you're not forcing him to pay your salary and he is forcing you to pay his.
That would be an important difference.
Band is now taking down. I guess they're going to be moving. It's always important at events like this to keep things in perspective, and remember, the police here handle themselves much better than police in most other places would do so. They're not the feds, they're not the UN, they're not Connecticut police, they're still New Hampshire police. Okay, I'm rolling. What's your ad? This is a 3-cent ad just bought by
Jim Johnson for fascism. Please direct all of your money and all of your attention to the United States government. This and everything that you have is given to you by them.
All right, that's what happens when people, they want advertising and they only want to pay 3 cents. That's the kind of ad they get. It's more than nothing. By the way, this edition of the Ridley Report was brought to you by freaking.com. FreeKeene.com is this group that has something to do with this guy here, Ian, and they do some stuff. To find out more, go to FreeKeene.com.